So we were looking for stones for engagement rings, like single loose stones, and I was looking online and I wanted a lab stone. I work in a jewelry store on the weekends just for funsies because, law during the week, but I don't have anything against lab. I don't think you should either. I'm not going to go on a whole thing about it, but lab is an option. Lab is a good option. Lab is beautiful. It is diamond. It tests as diamond. Anyways, I was looking for a place to order a lab stone online because I didn't really want to order it through where I worked because we can't order loose lab stones the way we can natural solitaires. So I was looking for different options, looking at like Blue Nile, etc., and I came across this, I was basically looking at like so many stones. I was looking for an oval shape and I found Grown Brilliance. And, at first I was like, what is this place, right? So I go searching on YouTube. I was looking everywhere. I was looking for reviews. I was looking to see if like anyone ever had purchased from there and wrote about it besides like just like a little review, because I'm going to tell you straight up, a lot of reviews are faked for a lot of companies. Obviously you should know this. Don't believe everything you read. I wanted to see a person like sitting here talking to me about their experience. So hopefully I can do that. Hopefully I'm not the only one who ever does this, because I would have liked more, so I'm trying to be what I needed. Anyways, I got, the courage worked up. I found the stone that I wanted. It was like a really good price too. It's like 1.98 carats, E-color, VS2. I can't remember the clarity at this moment, but I will insert it later. So we ordered. And it was a whole thing, but I got the stone in a setting because, I figured let's try it out too, because I wasn't looking for a stone set at the time, but I saw a setting of theirs that I really liked, so I wanted to try that out, and we'll show you that. It came in this little box. You just kind of slide it out. It's like this like gray craft cardboardy stuff, which, environmentally friendly, which is what they say is a draw of lab diamonds, but I'm going to tell you that's a load of crap because you're still mining things from the earth. There's less conflict involved, potentially, depending on where they got the little start for their lab diamonds, because lab diamonds are grown from a start of like natural diamond. Whole thing, we're not going to get into it. Anyways, ethical, eternal jewelry, it says, our goal is to create ethical yet eternal jewelry designed to match your style. Wear it, love it, and hashtag Grown Brilliance. I don't know, maybe that was like supposed to say something else. Hopefully you can read that. It comes with like a little card with like a QR code for support, which I will get into support. I had a great time with them. But, so here's the little ring box that you get. It's that same cardboardy gray material. And here is what we got. I don't know how well you can see that, but so I love it, first of all. And because I work in a jewelry store, I see a lot of rings every day, like that I work, and this one is actually really well made. I was not expecting good, I don't know if this sounds dumb, like I'm ordering a diamond online and I don't expect good quality, but I did not expect good quality. No, I did not think this would be like a well-built ring. Turns out, it actually really is. It's like a nice, I don't know if you can see it, like how thick it is. It's just, it is really great, and I'll insert some pictures closer up because I can't really get it like I want it to on camera right now, but sorry, my chair is really loud, but I'm in love. It actually ended up being a great purchase, and it did take a little while to get here, but ultimately so happy with it. It looks amazing. The stone is exactly the stone that they said they were sending it to me, because, you know, Lab Diamonds, they have an engraving on the, what the hell is that called? I can't even remember, but there's an engraving there. So I took it to work, obviously, and I looked it up, and it is the exact diamond that it is supposed to be. So that's awesome, not having to worry about being scammed, because I don't know, some people order from like really sketchy places and maybe their diamonds get switched out, but that didn't happen to me here, so that is awesome. So to talk about customer service, sometime after I ordered the stone and the setting, I got this email, and it was like typed kind of funky. I think they like kind of sent it on accident, or maybe they were stressed out when they were writing it, because I know I send some stressed out emails at work that just don't make sense. But I got this email that was saying something like, and before this, I had called them to ask if we could hold the ring at the local FedEx, because I totally thought somebody would steal it if it was on my porch, because that's a problem here. So they had sent me an email sometime after that confirming that I had spoken to customer service and that there would need to be a change. And it said something like, something about changing the stone, wanting my confirmation of changing something, and it said like my stone, so like E 1.98 carats, and then it had 1.88 carats something E underneath, and I was like, what? I saw it and like freaked out, because I was like, oh Lord, they've scammed me. Like, I knew it was coming. They fucking scammed me. That ended up not being the case, but so, you know, I was freaking out. My partner at some point took over to like handle all of that, and it ended up being that, and I knew this beforehand, so I don't know why it didn't connect, but a lot of these sites that sell these lab stones, and some of the natural ones too, they're sourced from like a vendor, right? And they all have access to the same stone, so they will put the same stone on multiple different sites, so whoever gets it first places that order from the vendor and gets the stone, right? So it's possible, like super rare, but that you could pick a stone and somebody else would like check out at the exact same time, and there would be an issue on like who gets it. So like that I thought was the case here, and that also ended up not being the case too. It turns out like they had placed an order for the stone, but the vendor was like not sending it in time, and so they didn't think they were going to get it. And like I don't know how many days later, like a couple of days, like maybe one, they actually got the stone back in. They found it, and we're starting to set it, and then I got the ring. So all ended up really well. But in the meantime, so my partner got on the website to talk with chat, like the chat help, about like picking a different stone, because I didn't want to go smaller. So my partner was like, okay, we're gonna get something like the same size. Like we want the width and the length to be about the same, right? So the help agent through chat, I think Shannon, was like super helpful is what they said, to like help me find a different stone to be like, you know, similar price or whatever, like to just keep it so that I wasn't losing anything. And they were super generous helping out to like find a replacement, and so we chose an amazing replacement, and then found out after that my stone was actually in, so we could use my stone. So even though I didn't end up needing it, the customer service was super great when you get to them. I will say sometimes it takes a while to reach them. Like if you call, they're not going to answer the first time. They say like they have these certain hours. That's not like when you call them, they pick up during those hours. I would say like call, leave a message, and they will call you back like fairly quickly, like within a day or so, and they will solve all your issues. They're actually really good and like super helpful. You know, I've had some bad customer service experiences, and they were not one of them. So this ended up actually being a really great purchase. I was, you know, scared in the middle, but ended up not being scammed, ended up getting the perfect stone, GIA certified, like everything. It was perfect. So yeah, all in all, we had a really great experience with Grown Brilliance. I was skeptical at first, but I'm gonna buy more from them. They made a wedding band to match the band that I chose for this ring, which I'll just insert a picture, because with this lens you won't see it up close. But I will definitely be ordering from them again, and if you're into it, I hope you do too, I guess. And you know, while I'm at it, I want to discuss like quality of ring builds. If you happen to order something with like a pave band from Grown Brilliance or anywhere else and you lose the stones, know that it's not necessarily because of bad build quality. The little pave stones, they're not held in super tightly. Like, because of the design of the way a lot of the diamonds are in a lot of rings like this, they're going to fall out with regular use because you're knocking your hands around, doing stuff that could bend the metal like every day. We aren't really easy on our hands in this world unless you're like, I don't know, unless you can't really move them. So losing stones does not mean something is of bad quality. I know a lot of like chain stores get a bad rap, but like it's not because of bad quality. It's just because of the way things are built. Like this ring, for example, I don't know if you can see it very well. The way the prongs are, there's only like, basically there's a shared prong in between each stone. These are going to fall out. It's bound to happen because they're not very secure, because kind of, you know, the design calls for it. So that's going to happen, and it doesn't mean anything bad about the place you bought your jewelry. I just wanted to say this because, like, you know, I work at a jewelry store. I hear it all the time. They're like, oh my god, this thing is so horrible. All these things fell out. This must be cheap crap. No, lady, it's because you're knocking your hands around while you're scooping up all your kids and doing your life things. Like, it's going to happen. It's not a problem. It's not that your jewelry is crap. It's just that, like, gold is a softer metal, and even if it's 10 karat mixed with other metals to be harder, like, your daily life is eventually going to wear it down. So, that's my cat. So anyway, rant over.